Hey everybody, my name is Avialence and welcome to the first free roam video for Freedom Cry on this channel. I want to welcome you guys all who had been watching my Assassin's Creed 4 free roam videos, and also all of you who are new and this is the first video you're seeing from me. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So today we're taking a look at Freedom Cry, and we are starting a free roam series for it. My ideal here is to create a series that is entirely spoiler free for those of you who want to play the game, but also gives you a little bit of insight into what Freedom Cry is all about for those of you who are still on the fence, or also those of you who are curious about Adewale and how the gear works and everything, or maybe even couldn't get your hands on the DLC until later this month. So we are looking at Adewale here. He is the lead character in Freedom Cry, and great lead character, I might add. Adewale here is very believable. I love his character and everything, and it's gorgeous what they've done with him. I mean, the story and everything clicks so well, and it makes it a truly standalone story. But we'll talk about that here in a second. Let me go ahead and explain what is going on in this video. So this is the first free roam video. We're looking at a plantation that is in Port-de-Prince. I cannot add any sort of French accent to that, so just imagine I did that flawlessly. But we're looking at a plantation. Now, obviously, the main goal of this DLC is to liberate slaves because you're in Haiti, modern-day Haiti, rather, and you're trying to liberate slaves from the plantations and give them an ounce of freedom. Now, obviously, this isn't the only place this is happening. However, it does bring the game to the map of the Caribbean again, just in a little bit of a different angle. So, you are Adewale, you're fighting to free these slaves. You get sidetracked while you're on a mission for the Assassins, which takes place after the main story of Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. But we are looking at the plantation raid, as I said, and these plantations are one of many ways to liberate slaves. The second biggest, with the only bigger one being slave ships, which allows you to liberate 90 slaves, depending on the slave ship that you board. But the idea here is you have to go into the plantation, kill the 20 guards without being detected, and then free the slaves. Now, the nice thing about these plantations is they do vary, and that's one thing you guys will see while I'm doing these Freedom Cry free run videos. My plan is to do a couple different plantations. This one is some French name I literally cannot pronounce. I didn't bother to look it up, so I'm just gonna let it slide. You'll see it in the title of this video, and if you can pronounce it, submit a video response, and I'll give you a cookie. I don't know. It's pretty ridiculous. I tried. I honestly tried. It was bad. So I just went ahead and put it in the title. But, yeah, these plantations are actually really cool. The idea here is you obviously want to do this stealthily, and I was actually kind of surprised that I did this one so well. Basically, I went through and I recorded some stuff from my personal playthrough. This is one of those recordings, since I'm doing a Let's Play series for Freedom Cry as well to kick off 2014. And if you guys haven't checked that out already, I highly encourage you to do so. Please feel free to help support my Let's Play of Freedom Cry. You can find it on the main area of my channel on a playlist. If you just click on my channel, you'll see it in the scroll down menu. I think it's about 3 or 4 playlists down, but it's all there. And you can also see it via the annotation on your screen, which I've dropped now, unless you're watching on a mobile phone, in which case I apologize. Please check the playlist on my channel if you're interested. But definitely check it out. I've had a good time with it. It's been a little bit frustrating. We had some technical glitches with episode 2, but I've filmed episode 5 through 7 at this point, so I'm enjoying it on the Let's Play side. But anyway, going back to this, this is actually one of the best plantation runs I've ever done. And I don't mean just plantation either. This was truly done like an assassin, and I was really surprised by it. I honestly wasn't trying to do this. I just went in and I said, all right, we're going to do this stealthily. Again, this is from my personal playthrough, so it's not like I knew this was going to be online or anything like that. But I was actually quite impressed by this. I used a lot of Berserker darts, and I just went ahead and picked off doubles wherever I could to slowly eliminate the guards. Now, the reason you want to do these so stealthily as well, though, is because if you do get spotted, all of the overseers across the entire plantation will literally start killing off the slaves. This is not something you want to happen. Obviously, you want to liberate the amount of slaves, but also for moral reasons, so to speak. So you definitely want to try to stay as stealthy as possible, or at least eliminate all the guards quickly. And this is actually pretty early on. Obviously, the more slaves you free, the more your resistance grows, and eventually you'll be able to recruit fighters to help you raid the plantations, which is actually kind of cool. They're liberated slaves that are hiding in the bushes around the plantation. You can get them to follow you and then attack. It's basically like the little pirate groups that you see around the map in AC4. Now, the nice thing about these plantations is they don't ever end, at least so far as I've noticed. There's around, I think, 6 or 7 of these plantations, and you guys will see all of those in this free roam series. But the idea behind them is, if you eliminate a plantation and kill all the guards, that owner's gone, but another one can buy the plantation. So it actually doesn't end. And the cool thing is that the objectives actually swap around too. This one is kill all 20 of the overseers. Now, there's also objectives where you have to pickpocket a key and then free the slaves in the middle of the night. There's also other ones that I haven't experienced yet. I heard there's about 3 or 4 different ones, so I'm really excited to see that. But the nice thing is that it doesn't end. It consistently goes, which not only helps for, freeing slaves for your upgrades and everything, but it also helps for keeping you engaged in the world, which is really cool. It's something I wish they did in Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, to be perfectly honest with you. With the assassin contracts, for example. Why not keep them going? Why not keep them changing? I think it would have been quite interesting if they had done so. But, I'm not Ubisoft, and maybe they'll watch this video and pick up on that change for Assassin's Creed 5 when we go to, I don't know, the French Revolution or something. Who knows? But overall, guys, I've enjoyed Freedom Cry. And I think that's pretty evident via my Let's Play series. Again, if you guys haven't watched that, check it out. Totally not shamelessly plugging there. But the DLC is great. I mean, it stands alone as its own, which is nice. The easiest comparison, to be honest with you, would be to Far Cry Blood Dragon, where in Far Cry 3 they just did a separate DLC that was true to Far Cry, but it stood as its own independent DLC. And I honestly think that that's what this can too. Or I guess not can, but should have been, so to speak. It's $10, and for $10, this DLC is absolutely worth it. If you bought the Assassin's Creed 4 Season Pass, you also get it, which the Assassin's Creed 4 Season Pass, I think, was around $20. But the nice thing here is you do not have to play Assassin's Creed 4 to understand the main storyline here. Adewale is his standalone character, and while there's a couple nice, kind of throwbacks to Edward Kenway in this DLC via dialogue and also a shipwreck, where you actually find the jackdaw, you guys will see that video later this week. It's also nice to know that this is independent. It's not adding on to the story. It's not taking out of the main game. It didn't take anything out of Black Flag, but rather it added something to it after it was over, and that's what I think DLC should be. But anyway, guys, that's kind of the gist of it. I hope you enjoyed this commentary, and if you guys want more Freedom Cry free roam videos, again, let me know in the comments below. Tell me you're liking this. Also, give me a thumbs up, give me that like, share it with your friends if they're interested, and feel free to chat with me in the comments below. I love chatting with you guys, and I would love to hear what you guys think of Freedom Cry so far. But that's kind of the gist of it, guys. If you want to see anything in particular or have any questions, please feel free to address them in the comments and I will answer them. And thank you very much for watching. Remember, live by the creed and go check out Freedom Cry. It's definitely a DLC that I think you guys will enjoy. And stay tuned for more free roam videos. Have a good one, everybody.